It's a Globe Swift. It's actually an A model. It was made in 1946. And originally it had 85 horsepower on it. The aircraft is highly modified. I've owned it for decades. It's got a IO 360 on it, 210 horse. It's quite an upgrade. It's got umpteen modifications on it to convert it to a B. And if you notice the aircraft, it has different gear doors on it. It actually has one piece of aluminum on it, 50 thousandths to the back. It used to be two pieces. It used to have slots in the wing, and those are gone. There's an STC for that. The windshield has been changed out. It used to be a two-piece, has a sliding canopy. It also has sticks in it. That's another conversion, plus it's got a modern panel. Back towards the tail wheel, there's actually a beef-up kit for the vertical stabilizer. That's been done to it also. This aircraft is also equipped with Merlin wing tanks, so it's got an extra 20 gallons of fuel. And it's hard to believe that it would fly with 85 horsepower, but it's an honest 190, 200 mile an hour aircraft in cruise at about 13 gallons an hour. I've owned two of them, and it was one aircraft when I sold it. It kind of broke my heart. I don't know why, but it really bothered me. And a few years later, I found this one and bought it. The only mod that it doesn't have is it has the P51 gear doors on it. It does have the small Cleveland wheels and brakes on it, but they're not fully enclosed. There is a modification to make that tail wheel retractable. Mine doesn't have it. That's probably two of the modifications that's out there that my airplane's not equipped with.
Now these gear doors are not factory. You said they were P51 gear doors?
That's what they call them.
Because they're styled after that.
Yeah. And my cowling on mine's a Corbin cowl.
Corbin cowl.
Yeah, and also my cowling's a little different than some of the other 210s that you'll see, is because this is a Mooney prop, and I have a one-time STC for it. There's a jack shaft that pushes out a little further, so my nose is a little longer than most.
Did it come with this paint job, or did you pick it?
No, a guy back in South Carolina, he painted it for me.
Well, he did a great job.
Yeah. And one thing about Swifts, everybody says they're ground loopers, this, that, whatever, but the truth of the matter is it's very light on the control, very responsive, and it's a pleasure to fly, but it's a pilot's airplane. And the good thing about the Swift is some of the younger pilots are starting to buy them. If you belong to the Swift Association, which has the rights to manufacture parts, we're never without parts because we have the rights to make everything. And I have bought things over the years. And then also, we did give all the rights to Piper at one time for Roy Lopresti with Swift Fury. And I happened to be one of the pilots who was going to get a new Swift with a Pratt & Whitney turbine on it. And if you get a chance, look it up online. He's got a hell of a video on it. Like I say, it's got a modern panel in it. That's all been changed out. You can see the sticks in it. Normally it had standard control wheels in it, and so on, so on. Now the one thing about the Swift, if you right now turn the master on and put the gear switch in the up position, they do not have any kind of a protection there, like squat switches on the landing gear. That gear will retract.
Really?
Yes. So there's a few things like that. Stall warning horn, no, but it does have a light on the dash. Then when you pull the throttle back so far, it will illuminate. So there's a few characteristics of the aircraft that a pilot needs to know and be familiar with.
Well, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Why did they eliminate the slotted front on the wings?
It makes them a little faster.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's also a modification for the wing to take the ribs out of it and make it flat.
Look, I think the ribs look nice.
Yeah, well, it makes it a little stronger.
Right.
But the aircraft it will do pretty much anything you want it to do. So.
Let's look at that tail wheel. And you say there is a retracting tail wheel, but this one does not retract.
Yeah, I don't have it in mine. One of my friends up in Sedona, he's done that modification to his. Now mine tail wheel is smaller than the original.
Oh.
And the original one actually was pneumatic, so it was much larger. And that one is on there for drag. Other than that, that's about the long and the short of it.